wandered into another void again. Well, this one does seem at least a little more peaceful this time.
I hope so.
A lot less ominous and training. Ah, you the Lord they were on about. Or lady, or what have you. I can't judge.
It's wherever you want me to be.
Are you sure this is a void and not a dream?
A bit of both.
That explains why I'm still like this.
All entities are from all forms of life. I welcome you.
It also explains
Place of
the
you.
rather ant-like perspective I've got going on here.
Oh, it's intentional.
Well,
So you won. Did you got lost?
oh, you know how it goes when you wander around. Sometimes you wander a little too far and you end up in a new town. Except for me, it's more wandering from dreams to voids. It was an awful one. Stuck on a train in an infinite snowy hellscape. Alongside one that I know I remembered.
Odd question. Out of the blue, you two. Have you ever met the individual named Jones?
You're gonna have to be a little more specific. There's a lot. Jones is a fairly common name.
Commander Jones
Yes.
has a little, right now, how people describe their armor as Spartan armor from the universe of Halo.
Oh yeah, soldier boy type armor. Yeah, I know him. What about him?
I'm just curious. He's also a boy thinking of beating himself.
Huh. He did tell me he doesn't often dream. Ooh. Sorry, I just checked it for the bee.
Yes, a place that can still produce life, but also can be seen as.
Again, are you sure this is a void? Voids usually don't have life. Frankly, this is the prettiest void I've ever seen in my life. Or, I guess life is
It's very-
actually technically correct.
It's a very small part of it. Enough for other voidlings can even wander. But there are other places that this is connected to that could be pretty symbolized of creation.
Interesting.
We're all four universes I watch over. Connect to.
That explains the 4 eyes you walk in security camera.
Yes, my little white drones. Samurites, that's what they're called. Beings of light.
Well, alright. I'm gonna assume because you mentioned Jones that you're familiar with him as well.
A good friend of mine.
Alright, so you'll probably be roped along to help him same as me.
If you want me to.
That nurse of his.
I always had one rule of mine. I won't assist if no one asks me to. I will merely spectate.
The dreams and memories on playback. I know I saw a brief moment of you swishing your arms around.
Breaking the fragments of reality to help Jones once.
So that's two people that bend reality itself.
I don't make it happen. But here's a potential I can do.
I guess it's more like conscious, I guess awake lucid dreaming, I suppose. In a sense. Well, since you're being polite, I'm the young ho, Dreamwalker.
I am High Priest of the In-Between.
A little 4 in 1, huh?
Yes.
And without the bad package deal that usually comes when you see that.
I exist because of them.
Well, that Jones guy has asked me to help him bring that nurse back to him. A part of him, apparently. I say apparently, they both share the same familiar feeling. Bond.
Yes.
Same familiar... Sorry, I'm getting distracted, like... You got a very active imagination going.
Our Jones splits. Just like if we ever splits. It's hard to grasp what weird can be when we're all parts. It's like it's me, but not me. But also me at the same time.
I do also know that when I went into that void, there was only one other soul than the nurse. I don't know who they were, but considering the fact that they were the only one there in that void, there must be something of importance. Someone. Probably to the nurse themselves, who knows? I don't right now. So you know what? If Jones calls on either of us, odds are good we're probably both gonna have to go anyway. Such is the way of people with hoods. We're bales.
I love working with teams.
Yeah, because I'll still need to think about how I'm going to figure that part out, because I definitely don't want the nurse to go back alone. Not with that. And just leave a soul alone in the middle of a void. But perhaps with you looking at this place, we could forge something out of the void and get him to come to us at the same time.
Yes.
Without having to wait for a seemingly endless track to eventually bring a train to us.
You know, the term void is just a term of an empty space.
Oh yeah. Just depends on what kind of emptiness. You've got the... Well, I mean, this isn't really that empty. It's more a big, open, empty kind of thing. Like a weirdly empty, overgrown house.
So think of it as this. A few stars will start to form in front of them, and then another forms of stars on the other side. So there's a huge, dark gap right there. No light, no stars, nothing. That would be a void. A place full of nothing but the empty space. Now, all the stars will disappear and everything is black. Now, that's the abyss. And they will make the black image will more look like a hole now, and it'll form down. Looks like it never ends. And that's what it is.
Well, entropy comes for us all. I mean, a dream eventually decays into a nightmare. A nightmare either decays into a void or decays into nothing.
The eternal sleep.
Full collapse of imagination. You wouldn't mind, would you? Prise a star loose from behind your head.
Oh?
A little bit of imagination. The old dream essence. As long as there is a mind to think, dream essence can be found. After all, even a god daydreams. Even if they can't fall asleep, they can still imagine. And with that, alongside whoever the hell Jones ended up deciding to bring along for this little idea of his to try and use my talents, I'll have plenty of imagination to work off of. Thinking is different from speaking. But thinking is different from speaking. Or fighting. And odds are good I'll probably need to do a lot of thinking. The thing I hate. Some people would think, hey, I dream specifically to avoid doing this one thing. Close your eyes.
If you
Not
ever
that
need
easy.
if you ever need tools from me, both in imagination or any of the sorts, you know, feel free to take from my mind.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure you don't mind another voice in that head for a little minute.
Oh,
But I
I
am
hear
able to pop
people's
out.
prayers.
I am able to corporealize. Much to a couple of people's shock, actually.
I just don't hope you don't mind the amount of prayers I have to listen to every day.
It makes me glad I'm not a god, just a dream.
I'll make a little pocket dimension just for you.
You don't need to do that. Just do a little bit of daydreaming and that'll be enough.
Alrighty.
After all, I've already got my own web to take care of. A bunch of dreams I managed to stop from collapsing. No longer have an owner. So I guess technically they're all mine. Finders keepers.
Alrighty. I think
Maybe if this whole thing goes well, maybe I can show you. Show Jones, perhaps. After all, you don't need to necessarily sleep to get into a dream. One person who apparently devoted a lot of research to dreams apparently has a habit of going there themselves. Practically living in a dream. Seems weird to me, though. Feels like you lose your sense of self after a time, but well, she seems to be doing alright. Oh well, it's not like to worry anyway. That's more the old man's thing. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Jones and the old man end up getting along.
well,
But hey,
I
at
think
least I got something productive out of this wander.
of course. If you ever need to go back to whatever you need to do.
Probably. I mean, odds are good I'll have to remember the path to get back here anyway.
Alrighty.
But it's not like a web is too hard to find. if you know where to look.
Of course.
Well, I'll see you around, Mr. Miss?
It's whatever you prefer.
High Priest, then.
There you go.
Mr. In Between. We'll go with that.
Stay in between.
Yeah. Alright. Vault. Loke. Jahu. Wormhole forms. Leading to another dream. Catch you around. Catch you around. In that void, probably.
And see.